All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Met United TV. So I was reading this article on the BBC and I was astounded to learn that Manchester United could have gone bust by Christmas if Sir Jim Ratcliffe hadn't done all those cost-cutting things, which we spoke about many times on here before. You know, taking the monthly, like, what was it, bonus off the stewards and things like that. I think it was one steward a month or something. It was like 50 quid or something like that. And all the staff redundancies. But there's been other huge cutbacks as well. Sir Alex Ferguson, I think, was being paid £2 million a year. And I think they had some kind of body language coach or something that Ten Hag had brought in that was on, I don't know, 125, 150, 175,000 pounds contract a year or something. So he has cut back like on other things. I mean, I wasn't going to say ridiculous things, but I didn't want to put Sir Alex in that bracket. I'm sure Manchester United fans wouldn't say his salary was ridiculous. I don't know what you think. But yeah, there's a lot of things that he's probably cut back on that had to be cut back on. But when you start targeting stewards and things like that, to save 50 quid a month or something, that's a bit, don't you think? Anyway, but he says that the club would have run out of cash by the end of this year. This is his exact quote. Manchester United would have run out of cash by the end of this year, by the end of 2025, after having me put $300 million in, £232.72 million, and if we buy no new players in the summer. We are in the process of change and it is an uncomfortable period and disruptive, and I do feel sympathy with the fans. The simple answer is the club runs out of money at Christmas if we don't do those things. That's some claim. I was reading some like finance talk about it all, the proper experts and that. It's bad enough being a Liverpool fan having to deal with the fucking, financing an account. I'm not interested in that shit from a football fan's point of view. A footballer, I am not. It's a bit way over my head, but then they're saying, oh, he's talking about this, he's talking about that. But he says it here, they would have run out of cash by the end of the year. What do you reckon? Do you believe that? So, the fans are angry, It says here, a mid-season rise in some ticket prices affecting under-16s and pensioners, hundreds of redundancies, removal of free lunches for staff. Also, I think they cut back on one of the club charities, supporting stuff and, for, I don't know, something with players or something. I know that it was mentioned about some sort of disabled supporters things. I don't know. You know what I mean, guys. There's been a lot of cutbacks at Old Trafford. And he says, I don't enjoy reading the newspaper very much these days. I have to say, I know it's unpopular and this period of change is uncomfortable for people. And some of the decisions we have to make are unpleasant, but they are necessary to put Manchester United back onto a stable footing. If people want to see Manchester United winning trophies again, I don't fucking want to see you winning trophies. Then we have to do all this stuff. I recognise I'm unpopular at the moment. I think that's an understatement. But I am prepared to be. And I can deal with being unpopular for a period of time because I believe that what we're doing is the right thing. Manchester United has come off the rails. We need to get it back on the rails. And I believe what we are doing will put it back on the rails. And we'll finish up being where Liverpool or Real Madrid are today in the future. When the going gets tough, people need to show a bit of resilience, a bit of grit. Don't wilt and come out the other side fighting. And that's what we will do. So he does go into a lot more of, talking about the finances and, the servicing the club's debt, all the stuff to do with the Glazers and things like that. I don't know. I just thought it was a bizarre claim that, Manchester United would have run out of money by the end of the year. It's certainly, I'm finding it interesting learning more and more about what's going on at the club. From an outsider's point of view, it's unthinkable to believe a statement like that, because when Liverpool were, when we fell, if you like, when we were knocked off our perch by Sir Alex, Manchester United weren't just being successful on the pitch. They had all their commercial shit in order as well. That's what it was like. You know, we were told about this, whereas Liverpool was outdated. You know, so for example, Liverpool Football Club, that is. So for example, we would win, the Champions League final, European Cup or something, and everyone's buzzing, and they would go online to buy some merchandise or something. It's out of stock. It's just not available. The marketing was shit. That's one thing I can say about our American owners is they've come in and we've got fucking sponsors for everything. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they've done right with that. But Manchester United, they set the standards back then. You know, and they weren't just like massive on the pitch and winning every fucking thing under Sir Alex and that. You know, they were actually like getting all this money globally. So how has it like become so fucked up? I mean, they've spunked some money on players, haven't they? You know, and on a load of shite and that. And then having all these different managers, there must be payoffs and that. So you can understand Ratcliffe's come in and he's got to, sort all that shit out, right? But I still can't think it's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, get rid of like, fucking, what was it? Body language coach or something like that. The 2 million a year being paid to Sir Alex, what was he doing for that 2 million? That is a lot of money, but look at what he generated for you and how much money you're making today because of his success. You got to balance things like that. These are not things that go down well with supporters, and certainly I'll never believe that taking away one steward's bonus a month of 50 quid or something like that is going to make a big difference to things when you've got these multi-millionaire footballers kicking a bag of wind around. I think people can accept reductions and cuts and things like that when it makes sense, even though we're not accountants. And yeah, there's people out there that are far more educated than me when it comes to finance. I can't manage my own finances, trust me. But, I think the ordinary fan can understand some austerity. We had it when our owners came in to an extent. But to hear of Manchester United running out of money, that's fucked up. What do you think? I mean, I need to read more about this, I think. Could that have happened? What would have happened? I mean, what would have happened? Does he say what would have happened? One of the reasons of me doing this channel, it was to also learn, not just take the piss and have a bit of banter. That's harmless fun, right? I'm not here to argue with people or belittle people. Fucking hell, we'll just have a bit of a giggle, right? But at the same time, I want to learn. I'm a football fan. And it's very easy for me that's run, a Liverpool website for 27 years to have an opinion on all things Liverpool. But when people create YouTube channels or podcasts or websites or whatever about football, it's always about their own club. I want to do something different. So how about doing something about a club that I don't fucking like, but I can still respect, because Manchester United are a giant of a club. Even though they're a fallen or sleeping giant, we don't want to poke the fucker, do we, and wake it up again. So what might be interesting over the period of time that I do these videos is if you're a Manchester United supporter watching my videos, might be seeing the reaction of myself and my opinions, and also the many Liverpool fans that I bring over to this channel from my YouTube channel, Cop Talk TV. So while they're here and they're going to poke fun at your club and things like that, that's because you're not doing anything. But if you do go ahead and build a 100,000 seater stadium and it has an effect, then other fans might be a bit squeaky bum, but maybe that's going to take a long time. Who knows? And Ruben Amorim, what's going to happen with him? Is he going to be a long-term solution? Is he going to be given the time? I hope he is given the time, to be honest with you, because I think he's a very good manager, and I just don't see the point of just pulling the trigger, It's obvious that there's a lot of issues there at that club, like at Tottenham, you might argue as well. But that'd be another channel, and I ain't got fucking time for that. Right, so Manchester United, could they have run out of money? Do you believe that? Is it true? There'll be a lot of people watching this video that don't support Manchester United that'll be wishing they did run out of fucking money. But then again, Liverpool Football Club, we're supposed to be in Great Nick, but we never see any fucking money. So what difference does it make, So, all right, guys, I'll leave it with you. I just wanted to bring something else to the conversation. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. please drop me a comment. In the video description is probably a link to Twitter account or something. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I come in peace, all right? All right, guys, take it easy.